Hey guys, Micah here with TactiCalifornia. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're discussing a semi-controversial topic, which is weapon-mounted lights versus handheld lights. Let me start off by saying I do not think there is a total absolute way. I think we should always be adaptable, open to change, what your mission or priority might be. Things are going to dictate what you use in a particular engagement. Hopefully you never have to, but if you have to, here's the reasons why handheld and weapon-mounted lights are both very good options. Let me start off by saying I do have both. I have weapon-mounted lights on all of my defensive guns. Handguns, shotgun, AR-15, all have weapon-mounted lights. Let me also say that no matter where I go, even if it's the middle of the day and the sun's out blazing, I carry a handheld light. I do. And I think all of you should too. So, handheld light. Some of the benefits. Obviously, one of the first benefits is going to be I don't have to point my firearm at what I need to illuminate. That covers a large, vast variety of instances. So, for example, I work in the construction trades, and I'm in attic spaces, I'm under houses, I'm looking under cabinets. Light is critical, and I don't want to point my weapon at any of that stuff, so it makes sense that I just have a light to illuminate whatever I need to illuminate. This is a Surefire 6PX Pro. It's been converted. If you'd like to know how I converted it, I'll maybe make a video of it, but I converted it from having a low and a high to just having a high, which means it's only 320 lumens every time you press that button. Anyway, I carried this for a while now. It's working great for me. Another advantage of handheld lights is definitely going to be it is a deterrent. If I drew my gun and then I pointed at you and then I illuminate my flashlight, well, you just saw me point a gun at you. That's going to escalate a situation. Definitely don't want to do that. Not to mention it's illegal to brandish a firearm in public unless you're in fear of your life or what have you. So definitely don't do that. So this could be a deterrent. Well, what do you mean? I mean, I can blast you in the face with 320 lumens and ask you what you're doing. It gives me a tactical advantage. If I'm blinding you, you can't see that I'm drawing a firearm. If I need to escalate, let's say I see you have a knife in your hand, I'm drawing a firearm and you're not going to see that. All you're going to see is light in your face. So that gives me a tactical edge. Another thing is, what I mean by deterrent is, I think Sage Dynamics, Aaron Cohen with Sage Dynamics put out a video not too long ago, and it was really cool. He talked about how he is law enforcement and how he asked perpetrators what they thought of a man who had a flashlight in public. What did you think of him? And one of the common answers, certainly not all the time, but one of the common answers he kept getting was, he's a cop. So if I have a light and I'm just looking around, maybe I'm checking around a corner because it's dark at night and I don't know what's around down that alley, or I'm looking around the side of the car before I let my wife walk around to the passenger side and open the door for her. Whatever the case is, most bad guys, when they see a light, might associate that with law enforcement. That's another deterrent. Of course, I'm not law enforcement. I'm not trying to pretend to be law enforcement, but in their minds, if they think I might be potentially armed, law enforcement, whatever, that could serve me, could serve as a greater purpose not to engage me. So I think that's very valuable. Now moving on to weapon-mounted lights. So, and certainly that doesn't cover everything with handheld lights. You can talk about umbrella lighting, baseboard lighting, all kinds of stuff. Handheld lights serve a wonderful purpose, and tactically speaking, they can give you the advantage even over a weapon-mounted light. So then why weapon-mounted lights? Well, as I said, I have weapon-mounted lights on all of my firearms. And the primary reasons you're going to want a weapon-mounted light, you will get a superior firing grip on your firearm. When you're talking about handguns, it's kind of controversial. I know there's a lot of guys who every day they do not carry a weapon-mounted light in their concealed carry routine, but they carry a handheld light and they're going to use some sort of technique, you know, whatever it is, and they think that's going to be okay. I certainly think you can master those techniques, and I certainly think those techniques have their place and they can give you a critical advantage. When it comes time to firing the gun, nothing will be superior to a weapon-mounted light. Having the ability to have a two-handed firm firing grip and mitigate recoil is going to give me a critical advantage over having a handheld light. No matter how you shake it, handheld light, even with those Thyrum or Theorem rings, which are great, I love those, you're still not going to have as much of an advantage as just having a clean purchase on that firearm with your support hand to mitigate recoil. That's handguns. That's where kind of the controversy ends. You start talking about AR-15s, shotguns, long guns, carbines, AKs, whatever. The controversy ends there. A weapon mounted light is obviously superior. A handheld light and an AR-15 is just not wieldable. I've tried it. I have a very lightweight AR-15. I have a very lightweight, user-friendly handheld weapon light, or excuse me, handheld light, and I could do it if I absolutely had to, but man, is it awkward, and you're not going to mitigate recoil very efficiently. You're not going to have very good control over the firearm. So those are definitely chalk one up for the weapon mounted light. That's where this thing kind of comes into its own and becomes superior over the handheld light. Another reason is I don't have to aim two things. And some people say that the can is no big deal, you index, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, cool. So you can get good at the other way. This is just one less thing I have to worry about. Wherever my firearm is pointed, my weapon mounted light is pointed. I don't have to think about, oh, my gun's pointed over here, I gotta move the light. And what you'll find is if you do low light training like that, where you actually shoot in the dark, you'll find that with a handheld light and a gun, you'll be chasing. So you'll illuminate it and you'll start firing, and before you know it, your illumination has moved and now you can't see. So you'll move, and as you move, your gun comes off target. And so you're constantly chasing which thing goes where. Again, you can overcome that with training, but a lot of people don't do complete dark training or nighttime training. So, and again, it's just one more thing under stress I don't want to have to worry about. That's that. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have an opinion on weapon mounted lights versus handheld lights, please post so in the comments below. Like the video if you like it. I'm Michael with TactiCalifornia. Thanks for watching.